Hello, sunshines. How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? So, I put that I was going to do this at 7:30, but I didn't realize I put all over social media at 7 o'clock. So, I decided to come on just a little bit earlier than what I intended on coming on. I was going to do 7:30, but it's all right. I had to put everything to a side because my light started going out. I don't understand, but they all go out at the same damn time. And I don't want to put a light bulb in the damn light. I don't want to do it now. But I have no other choice because the two areas that I use the most, the lights went out. So I had to run to the store and get a light bulb. Came right back. I didn't even put the light bulb in yet. So when I'm finished this, I'm gonna have to I need help. I really can't even do it myself. I need somebody with height. I don't have any height. But how art thou? How art thou? How are you? How was your weekend? Um, so I decided today, actually I decided a couple of days ago, but today I was gonna do a graph. And this was a order. This is someone actually asked me to make this. And so I needed to like process it because like I told you guys, I have to feel what I'm doing and it has to be I have to be totally in on it. So I asked exactly what does she want and I got all of the details and so I decided, okay, I'm gonna do it, but let me do it. Don't tell me what you want. Don't tell me what you want me to add to it. Let me do it. Let me process it. And I guarantee you will like it. That was not a problem. She said, do whatever you have to do, devitize it, and let me know what the damage is. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's two that I'm doing. One will be a pillow and the other one will be a blanket, but it will be a matching set. So this is the order that I was given to do. So I'm going to do it. But as I do it, I'm going to do another Creative Stitching Diva Chronicles from my podcast just to butter you guys up and let you know what you're going to hear on my podcast. My podcast, which will be out in shortly. It'll be out shortly. If it's not the end of this week, it'll be out next week. And it'll be something that I will do weekly. So I hope you guys like. But I'm going to do a little bit of it today. I did a little bit of it on Mentor Monday, but I'm going to do more today as I graph on this. But I'm just gonna chillax. It's not gonna be nothing serious today. It's gonna be more so of a laid back convo with you guys and enjoying your Saturday evening with Diva. So I got my chips, my wrap snacks, and I got a little drink. And you know I can't go nowhere without my water. So it's like one of those type of nights. Now I'm gonna sit back, talk, graph, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So how are you? Um, London, you 5'10". Well, that don't serve any purpose here. You're not here to help me. I need somebody to help me because I'm short. And my son is not even here. My son is enjoying his birthday weekend. He's 21 now, so I'm not even going to tell him to come and help me. I'll just sit in the dark and wait. I don't want to interrupt his weekend having fun. I don't even know what he's doing. Um, I'm trying to see, trying to think. I have to stare at my picture, stare at it to kind of understand where I'm at, where I'm going, and what I'm going to do with this picture. So I already stared at it a good while, but I also want to see what exactly am I going to do. Am I going to leave it plain? No, I'm not going to leave it plain. I'm going to do something with it, definitely. But what would I do with it? So the pillow, I'm not going to be able to do too much because it's going to be a small combined space. But with the blanket, I think I can picture what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes my mind changes, but we'll see. We'll see. Cheryl says she can't wait to see it. Doritos, ginger ale, and water. Oh my gosh, you almost where I'm at. Chips, water, and drink. Well, this is I bought this from one of my social club sisters. She sells them. And it was in a freezer, so I said, why not? Why not drink it? It's a Saturday evening, why not? Shauna, I still need to get your book to help me on how to do graphing and blankets. My ebook is for how to graph, not necessarily how to do the blanket, but how to graph. And if you would like, it's $40. And as soon as you make the payment, just in the notes put that you want the ebook and put your email address, and it goes when you send that, we automatically send it right to you. Smile Smiley. Isn't that Ashley? That's Ashley Smile Smiley. All right. I'm about to do some damage. Make it happen, Captain. So, I'm going to talk about one of my podcasts. It's a part of my podcast and a part of my book is going to talk about comments. And the comments are those comments that come from us. Comments that come from your peers. Jeez. Comments that comes from your peers. Comments that you see all the time and crochet groups and stuff like that. Yeah. Comments. That's what a chapter of my book is going to talk about. Okay. So the thing about this part of the podcast is sometimes you don't want to. Oh my gosh, I know. Goodness. Sorry. Goodness. FYI. I put 7 o'clock, but on here is 7:30. FYI, okay? I just said when I first came on, I know what I did. I just happened to come on a little early. That's all. It's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. I just happened to come on a little bit early. I put that for a reason. Yes, you, Shay, you. It's you. FYI. I know what I did. FYI. It's not a problem. I only decided to come on a little early. That's it. I know what I did. I thought that I was gonna still be doing what I was doing. That's why I put 7:30. But I finished. So that's why I decided to come on a little early. That's all. Okay. Now, part of the podcast that I am going to talk about is us comments. Yeah. So we are in a world where you can say and do just about whatever you want when you're behind that damn screen. So when you behind that damn screen, you don't really know who you're talking about. You don't know who you talking to. You don't know what's going on. You don't know anything. You just know that you are speaking to somebody who you may develop a friendship with. You may become so close to that person, not realizing who they are and how they live. So I had to like seriously consider those factors. 2015, about 2015, I met someone. Nice young lady, very very nice, sweet, very compassionate. She helps with anything. Like if I was being put out my house this day, she would make sure she'll help me. So, a really sweet lady. The thing about it is, because I really did not know who she was, I didn't realize she was that type of person who can backstab you. But I didn't know. We had a mutual friend. Mutual friend introduced us. Mutual friend got mad because we got closer. Real close. So close that we was calling each other sisters. Mutual friend didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. So mutual friend decided she wanted to cause a lot of havoc for both of us. And got mad for no reason whatsoever. I am telling you, everything that I talk about, or what I'm going to talk about in my podcast, I am going to definitely give disclaimers because I am talking about real people. I am not going to tell their names. I am definitely going to give them a different name to hide their identity and prohibit them from trying to sue my ass for doing this. I am going to be reckless at times. My mouth sometimes, when I am trying to get people to understand what I'm trying to say, I just feel like I have to say it in a certain way that some people may feel offended. I don't know why, but we grown women. That's all I'm gonna say. So back to Miss create havoc for people. So I was going through something during this time. I don't remember the whole entire details, but I do know I was going through something and I shared it with this particular young lady. When I shared it with her, I realized that she seemed very compassionate. She was like, I want to help you. How can I help you? Tell me what it is. And I'm like, nothing. I'm just, sometimes you just want to talk to somebody just to vent. You don't really need them to do anything. You just want to talk to vent. And that's, at the time, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to vent. She, on the other hand, wanted to actually physically do something, and she felt like she needed to pay this particular bill that I had. So, she did. She paid it without me even saying anything. All she had to do was basically call them, gave my telephone number, and said, I'm doing this for a friend. I'm just paying it. You don't even have to give me the number. I didn't even know that you could do that, because at first I thought they gave her my information, but they never did. And that's what she did. She called, and then the next thing you know, everything came back on, and I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, how did this happen? And she was excited. I was excited. Bam. That was that. As years went by, I realized this person just probably needed a friend because she didn't have too many friends that were real friends at all. She didn't have real friends. She had people who used her for her money, used her for, whatever. I felt, because she wouldn't take any money back, because she didn't want me to give her anything. She felt that because I had two boys and I was struggling, that it was just, just use that to, get ahead of the game and whatever. And I thought that was very sweet of her and very nice. And so I was teaching myself how to do grafts. So I decided, make her some grafts because that's the least I could do, right? That's the least I could do. So I didn't know I was starting World War 4, 5, 6, and 7. I didn't know all of that. I had no idea that I was opening up Pandora's box. This tastes so good. So I was opening up Pandora's box, and while I was graphing for her, I realized like she kind of took advantage of the situation. Like, I want this. Can you do this with such and such and such? Can you do this with such and such and such? Can you put this name on such and such and such? So I felt like, damn, man, like, come on. Like, are you really gonna make all of this stuff? No, she didn't, but I had to bow down and do it because she helped me. So here I am, still making stuff for her, and can you do this and add this? And can you do this and add that? And can you make this and put this with that? And can you do like 4 of these and put Teshiwana and Satadia and did this and did this and did it? And I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I just created a freaking monster. But I did it because I felt like I had to. So I did it. Then it's time done passed, and she still was asking for this and that and this and that and this and that. And I did it. Every now and then I guess she felt like, okay, let me just hit her up and give her some money. Hit her up and, do this and do that. That I felt like that's what she was saying. One day in my group at the time was called GraphGans Unlimited. GraphGans Unlimited was just about the same as this group that I have now, except for I think we did a different way when it came to the graphs and stuff like that, but it was the same thing. Different admins, different there was no moderators at the time. They just started doing that moderator stuff recently. So someone posted a picture of their work. The picture of their work, I'm gonna say, I'm not even gonna say what it is, but the picture that it was a blanket, and the blanket was nice. A lot of people saw it, a lot of people commented, and they were like, where did you get that graph from? Oh my gosh. The thing about it was, the person who posted, it only went to that person. This is the funny part. That graph went to one person. Not saying that nobody else in other areas probably did it, but back then, no, no. When people saw the picture, that's when they started asking for that graph. That's when the person who made it gave it to them. Then, 3 days later, not even, maybe 5 days later, there's a picture that surfaces. It looks identical, damn near identical to this damn picture. It was the same blanket, same background, same everything. And my friend posted it. My friend posted the picture and said that she did it. Now, still to this day, I'm trying to understand why the hell would you take somebody's picture and post it in the same group that that person posted? Why would you take it anyway? But just hypothetically thinking, why? Why would we do that? I don't know. But that's what happened. So when that happened, the admins contact me and they saying your sister posted something and it looks like um wait, sorry. Your sister posted something and it looks identical to what the other lady posted. And I'm like, okay. And they was like, no, you look at it. So I'm looking at it and I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's the same picture. They said exactly. It's the same picture. So I'm like, maybe it's a mistake somewhere. Something got to be wrong. So I contact her and I'm like, are you showing the picture or are you saying you actually did the picture? And she said, I did it. So I'm like, okay. But the person who made the graph said to me, Shauna, I just gave her that graph. There's no way in hell she did that graph in 3 days. I was like, no. Yes, she could. She could. I'm defending her. Yes, she could. She could do it in 3 days. She said, do you think she did it in 3 days? I never saw her do it in 3 days, but I never saw her do anything in 3 days. But it's definitely possible. Don't say it's not possible. You're not gonna talk about my sister like that. We want to defend our friends. Again, friends that we never met, friends that are online. So this is when you start talking about the whole goddamn drama of Facebook groups and crap like that. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Um, so when I kind of ignored it. I don't think I wanted to acknowledge this situation. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't want to acknowledge it. I really didn't. So I kind of was ignoring it. But I couldn't ignore it anymore because the original person who made it started she got mad, like real mad. And she contacted one of the admins and she was like, that's my picture. Everyone is saying, yes, we know. What do you mean is buffering? It's saying on my end it's fine. On my end it's saying it's fine. Are you sure it's buffering or is it me stopping? Because I keep stopping. Is it going like this? Because I keep stopping. Maybe that's what it is. It might be me just stopping. Because when I graph and I stop, and I graph and I stop. It's a habit. Sorry. It's a habit. I look at what I'm doing. That's why. All right. So as I was saying, so the lady contact the admin, and the admin is saying, Shauna, like we have a situation. So being that we have a situation, um, you gotta handle this. This is your sister. Like, she ain't my sister. She ain't my sister. I never even met her. I don't know what you talking about. Now it's like, you better handle your people. So I had to handle the situation. I had to actually look at it. I had to look at that picture. When I looked at the picture, I noticed that the picture was the same picture. The background was the same. The actual It was a mistake on the actual GraphGan itself. The mere fact that it was a mistake and she had the same exact mistake is no way possible that could happen again. So, but I still was taking into consideration that it can happen. It possibly can happen. You know, I was in denial because I didn't want to think this chick did that. I really didn't. I didn't want to think that she would literally take somebody's picture and claim it's hers and put it in the same damn group with the same exact lady under me who is always vouching for her. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I just didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And so then I looked at it again and I said, all right, this is all right. If it's buffering again, don't tell me. If it's real bad, then I will cut it off. If it's real bad, if it's real bad, I don't want to keep hearing or seeing. Well, not hearing, but seeing it's buffering because there's nothing I can do right now. I don't understand why it's buffering. I put the internet card in here. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe let me make sure it's actually in here because I, okay, I put it in there again. So I'm gonna make sure, Shay. All right, I'm gonna make sure because Shay would say all night long, "It's buffering. It's buffering. It's buffering." Yeah, Shay, I'm blaming it on you. Shay would keep doing it over and over and over again, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold up. What do you want me to do about it? I can't do anything about it." I love you too, Shay Shay. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. All right. You're gonna make me mess up my story. You trying to hear the story. You probably was around when this happened too. He probably was. I don't know. But yeah, so the lady contact. Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's the screen share. It's not even me. It's the screen share. That is stupid. Because I'm doing the screen share, that's why. I don't understand this. I don't know. Hey Annette, how art thou? So yeah, she contact the lady whose original picture is on. She contact the admin and she was like, "Listen, I am um upset, as she should be, as she should be upset." She said, "I'm upset. I'm very upset about this because that's my picture." And so we had, because the late so-called sister was not backing down, she said, "That's mine. It's mine." And she wouldn't back down. She just kept saying, "It's mine. That's mine. That's my background. That's my she said my couch, and I have bags over there on the corner, and I'm steady like, you lying." I said, "Take a picture of your background the way it is right now without that blanket." She was like, "Well, the blanket is not here. I already gave it to the person." No, take a picture of the background, please, so I can nip this in the butt. You want me to nip this in the butt? I will nip it. And she said, "Well, I can't right now because I can't get out the bed." Okay. But the lady came up with screenshots of the day she took the picture, screenshots of the picture, and on the other side of the picture, the details. Because in our phones, it gives you the details. And she showed us that. And she showed us the person who she gave it to. And I mean, she gave us a lot of information. So to be honest with you, there was not much I could say, right? Wrong. The sister starts getting mad at me, saying, I feel offended. I feel that you should believe that I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. I would never take anybody's picture and do that. You gotta believe me. And if you don't believe me, I feel some type of way, and blah 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 blah. So do I lose this friend? Is it a friend? It can't be a friend if you're gonna put me in that situation, to be honest with you. And I had to keep thinking about that. I had to keep thinking, like, is this really a friend? Because now my admins are mad at me because they feel like I'm not handling the situation. They feel that I'm taking this girl's side. And it wasn't that I was taking the girl's side. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to be nice. And I was trying to basically say, all right, you keep telling me, every time I ask, you keep telling me this is yours. Prove it. Tell me so I can, like, not have to worry about this no more. And she just wouldn't do it. She just wouldn't do it. She just couldn't do it. She would say, "Well, when my husband get home, I'll tell him to take a picture because he already gave it to his coworker and blah blah blah." And I'm like, it don't sound good. This don't sound good. It really don't sound good. And I'm kind of upset that I'm in this situation. And she of course got mad at me and was saying all kinds of stuff. And so this bothered me, not just because of her, but also because the admins started talking, and they started talking behind my back, and they started saying, this is not right, this is not fair, and whether it's her sister or not, again, this is not my real sister, but whether it's my sister or not, that I should say something, I shouldn't allow that to happen. And this poor lady, which I felt so bad for, because she did all that work, and here you got somebody else saying it's their information, their work, and getting credit for it when they didn't even do it. Apparently, she posted in other groups too. I think that's what was told to me as well. She posted in other groups, and people were, she got a lot of likes for it, and they was asking her where she got the graph from and sending them to my group, but she didn't do it. And the lady got really upset. The lady got really mad, and she was like, "I'm leaving the group, and how dare you guys?" So at one point, she was right. She was right that um we should have did something different. I just didn't know what. I also felt like I was obligated to this sister. But at the end of the day, I knew who was wrong and I knew who was right. So, what do you guys think I did? What do you guys think I did? Do you think I let this sister continue to claim as hers, or did I say something? Because it went totally left. Totally left. This straw is not. It went so left that so did my admins. They left. They It basically started a lot of issues that really shouldn't have. And I haven't talked to those admins kind of sort of since because of this whole situation. And you know what? I haven't spoken to her much either. Since that situation happened, I decided I didn't want to have anything to do with her again, because if you're going to lie about something like that, not only did you lie, you put me in the goddamn lie. You caused me to lose some friends. Like, I really considered my admins as friends too, even though I never met them. And I just felt some type of way. I just really felt some type of way, and it wasn't fair. So I stopped talking to her, and I decided to um go about my business. Beat her up. Well, I don't even. She don't even live nowhere near me. You're so silly. She don't even live nowhere near me. But the fact that you had to do that, and then I started thinking, if she did that, Lord knows how many other times she took somebody's work. And so that's what started the whole watermark, that and some other stuff started the whole watermark process in our group. So that was back in 2015, maybe. Happened 2015, maybe 2016. So that's what started the whole in our group watermark your work, because anybody could take your work. Damn, that drink is so good. Oh, those are the dangerous drinks. So yeah, that's what happened with that situation. I decided that I was not going to entertain her and her shenanigans anymore, because that is something you shouldn't have done. And not only shouldn't you have done it, like, even when I said to her, you don't have to worry about me bringing this up again. I won't even mention it, but just say if you did it, I will leave it alone. I just want to know if you did it or not. And she still stuck to the damn story. She stuck to the damn lie. Even though I knew for a fact she couldn't have done it. When she got that grab, it would have been not impossible, but depending on, like, This particular female, it would take months and months to do a baby blanket. So how come all of a sudden out of the blue you're going to do a queen size blanket in 3, maybe 5 days? And the only reason why I'm saying that is because that is when she got the graph. She bought the graph from the admin, but when she bought the graph from the admin, it was 5 days. It was, I think she said like 4 to 5 days later. So being that it was 4 to 5 days later, if you did that graph, you had to do it within the 4 to 5 days because you didn't have it before that. So it was just the stupidest thing ever that somebody could do, and then put it in the same goddamn group that the original person put it in. I just couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it, and it really like threw me way over and beyond. And no, I have not spoken to her. We do not speak because I just feel if you're gonna do that, you could do anything. And that was so foul, so wrong. It was like, are you kidding me? You're gonna really lie like that? Like, really? But the crazy thing is, other people in the group was saying the same thing. Like, wow, don't that look like that other ladies? Like, people in the group was saying the same thing. I'm like, this was the stupidest thing she ever did. Like, why would you do that? So, yeah, because of her, because of that situation, I was not friends with my admins anymore. They thought that I handled it all wrong and I should have handled it better. And they may have been right. I just didn't know what to do. This is somebody who I was calling sister. This is somebody who I was talking to almost every single freaking day. And even if she lied and said, Shauna, I did it. I'm sorry. I did it. I just wanted to say I did it. I would have never said anything. I would have been mad, but I would have never said anything at all. I would have never said anything. But she didn't even do that. She never even did that. So I was very pissed off and upset because why? Why put me through all of that? Why? There was no need at all whatsoever to put me through that. And she did. And I couldn't believe she did that. So yeah, that was a situation that I went with, and this is how we lose some friends that you call friends, that you meet online, that you never met a day in your life before. Um, yeah, this is some crazy stuff that you go through, and the stories that I have is so unfreaking believable because I think mainly because they're all Facebook groups. And I think I have so many to share because it went through almost a whole decade. I've been an admin. I been an admin in many groups from 2013 to current. So the information that I give are actual damn it details that I went through with the death of the graphs, with the drama of the lady who faked her death. I swear to you. She faked her death. The lady who uh it's a lot. There's a lot. That's why I said I'm gonna do podcasts about this stuff. This is so freaking good. Goodness gracious. You know how those good drinks are when you drink them and they taste just so nice and sweet and good. The next thing you know, you laid out on the damn floor. I don't need to be laid out on the floor. I actually put more I put something in here to dilute it. Mm, so there was another one. Um, the next stupid story that I have is the people on the comments, like people under the stairs, the people in the comments. Yes, they are like, I like the frozen strawberry daiquiri ones. They will sneak up on you. Yeah, that's what this is. I had it in my freezer all night long because I had bought one for my son because his birthday, 21st birthday yesterday. So I bought one for him, but he ain't even drink it. My son is like me, such a cornball. I'm actually telling him to drink it and he won't drink it. That's a good thing. I love my son. It's like me. I was like that when I was younger too. I was like a skatey cat. Like I really couldn't do the whole drinking and stuff like that. Or like when people say you want to try this, I was the one that'd be like, no, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm fine. Oh, I had some already, even though I never did. I never really like I didn't really start drinking until I was almost in my 30s. And when I did that, it was mainly wine or something like that. I'm such a cornball. I'm a really big ass cornball. And my son follows me. He's a cornball too. But I like us. We're cool. We ain't causing no trouble. So we alright. We good. So you ever very teachable, Victoria. Very teachable. It taught me a lot. A lot. Yeah, especially now that I have a whole new set of admins and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm way different than I was back then. Way different. And I don't care who you are. Something like that happens, you're out. I don't even care anymore. And that's what the admins was upset about because people in the group were basically saying, how could you let her do that? And then she's still in your group and you didn't even do anything. And I didn't because I was just so shocked and I almost was like in denial, like, no, no, this wasn't her. Like, no, it has to be a way. Like, she did do this. Like, I was really saying that because I just couldn't believe somebody would really lie like that. I couldn't believe that she would lie like that. I really couldn't believe it. But she did because that lady showed so much proof. And the thing is, the fact that the lady had to show all that damn proof pissed me off. That really pissed me off because you could look at the picture and tell. You could clearly tell. Yeah, that definitely was her work. It was definitely her work. But anyway, um, I hate doing photos, man. Photos is the worst. My hands are swollen, y'all. That's why I keep doing this. My hands are so swollen, and it gets like that every now and then. Um, because of my RA. I gotta slow down on this damn thing because I'm almost finished. That ain't no good thing. Mm. I don't even like wine. Alcohol to me tastes nasty. It's the ones that taste real nice and fruity that can get me. I don't understand why people drink it because it tastes so goddamn nasty. The fact that it burns your throat and all of that, and people go all in and drink it, it just, to me, is stupid. But I had some wine that don't even taste like it's any alcohol in it at all. And I had some alcoholic beverages that taste like it like this. It tastes straight up like pina colada, virgin, because I always order a virgin pina colada. It tastes so freaking good. But yeah, this is craziness. Uh Tell the fake your death story. Oh, I didn't fake my death. Somebody else faked their death. I didn't do it. I wouldn't fake my death. Um, I'm surprised you didn't hear about it, Shay. You always in somebody else's business. You didn't hear the fake your death story? Come on. I don't know who else is on here. There's 16 people on here. I don't know how long you've been in the Facebook groups and for the crochet, any Facebook group, to be honest with you, because all Facebook groups have just about the same issues. Not all, but most of them have the same exact issues. And the issue about this, it wasn't just my group, it was other groups, but it affected my group more because of I go hard and support people when they are trying to, have a business and upcoming and whatever. And I make a deal with you and I say, my group can purchase from you because I purchased from you and I like what I see and I like what I have. So why don't the people in the group order from you so that we all can be one big happy family? Well, that shit did not work out the way I thought it would. It didn't, and that's when I stopped doing that too. I haven't really did too much of those anymore because the lady, I don't think I wanted to say this story, Shay. You tricked me. I don't think I wanted to say this story. I mentioned it, but I don't know if I wanted to say it. I should have never mentioned it. So, what happened was 2015, the indie yarn dyers were out. And it was around yarn pooling. Yarn pooling was out around then. That's when it was like a trendy thing. And then it was something else. All of it had to do with yarn dyeing though. So it was this lady who was doing yarn dyeing from her home. So the yarn dyeing that she did from her home, it was so pretty. Really, 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 really nice yarn. And what we did was we would use it for graphing purposes. So the people, they would automatically get the yarn from her because it would match what we were doing at that time. And that's how we was trying to, the hand washes basically we was, that saying each hand washes each other. Yeah, that's what we was doing. So it would be a grapher, it would be a crochet tester, it would be a indie dyer, and so on and so on and so on. It was a bunch of us that was like all selling, but we was selling at one time. So we did a whole package deal. The whole entire that's why I said our group was affected the most, because we did a whole entire package deal. So if you bought a pattern, not only was you going to get the pattern, my hands are swollen. Not only was you going to get the pattern, you was going to get the yarn, and depending on what it was, you might get more than that. This lady who was doing the yarn dyeing, she also decided that she wanted to do like the subscriptions where you purchase yarn you purchase yarn and well, you purchased the prescription, the subscription, and you would get it monthly. That's what she did. Yeah, that's what she did. You would get it monthly, and it was working pretty well, actually. It was really, it was a great idea. I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was. And she got a lot of people who wanted. And they were ordering like crazy. But it, like, again, it wasn't just my group, it was other groups. So she was getting so many orders for this particular yarn and the pattern. And it was easy for us because the pattern that we had was not like, we could do one pattern and we could sell it multiple times. So that was easy for us. But for her, she had to actually dye bulks and bulks and bulks of this yarn. But she said she has family and they help her. So she was making it into a big business. We said, okay. It got out of hand. So people would purchase the yarn, and after they purchased the yarn, they would have, either they have the one time, or they would have monthly, where you would get money taken out of your account every single month, and then you would get yarn every single month. Well, some some of the time, some people wasn't getting their monthly yarn, so they would call us and be like, what's going on? We didn't get the yarn. Can you let us know when we're going to get it, blah blah blah. And we would try to contact her. And then her sister started to take over, saying, my sister's in the hospital, so I'm gonna try to see if we could do her her orders. If you have a copy, can you give us the copy so that we could try to do her orders? So I'm like, okay. um Me and my admins are scrambling, trying to get as much as possible. Then the next thing you know, we ain't hear from the sister disappears. I don't know where the lady went. She just disappeared. So then again, we don't know these people. We only know these people from talking to them on freaking line. So I have no idea where this lady lived. I knew she lived in the state of Oklahoma. That's all I knew. I don't know where she lived. I don't know this lady. I only know her from us speaking on freaking line. Now, her sister disappears and then reappears again, and every now and then, oh, my sister, it's just gotten bad, and I'm so sorry, but we're going to try to do our best to get this stuff out. Okay, all right, I'm sorry, but, let me know what's going on so that I could keep them updated. Then it's always a FBI agent out there. Some of y'all out there who's gonna find out, gonna get to the nitty gritty on what the hell is going on, because I put my money into this and I want to know where this lady is at. So the FBI agents, not real FBI agents, but the so-called people who are doing like me, I ain't gonna lie, I do it. I'm gonna search your ass. I'm gonna find you, especially if I put my money into something. I'm gonna find you. And they found some information. They found some information on this lady. Then when they found the information on this lady, they decided that they was going to call like the Better Business Bureau or something like that. I didn't think that was gonna work, because she was an indie supplier on her own. She's not registered with the Better Business Bureau, so I didn't think that was gonna work. But they was trying to give like all different types of advice. You know, the know-it-alls out there. They was trying to give all the advice on, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I don't believe that she's in the hospital. I think she just got into the hot seat. And I was mad because I'm like, if she is in the hospital, like, I understand this is your money, but can we make sure and pray that everything is going to work out all right and that she's going to be okay? And, you know, I was basically told, shut the hell up, you know, so I shut the hell up. I didn't say anything else anymore because I kind of understood. If I wasn't putting my money into it, I was getting free yarn because she was getting free graphs, so I didn't put my money into it. But if I did, yeah, I probably would have I would have went off. I know I would have. So it got to the point where, like, again, it wasn't just my group, it was other groups. It got bad. It got bad. It got real bad because it was at least 1,000 orders that she received and never completed. So she had somebody, a so-called neighbor. I don't understand where the sister went, but all of a sudden this neighbor show up out of somewhere and said, oh, I'm such and such neighbor, I'm just here to let you know that she's in a coma. But what the hell happened to her from the beginning? Like, I'm confused. How'd she get into a coma? So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, see y'all sitting up here and y'all chastising the lady, and she's in a coma. And some people was believing it, and then it was always those people who was like, she ain't no damn coma. I want my money and I want it now. Like, they didn't care. I want my money and I want my money now, or you give me my product. I just felt some type of way. I felt like, why y'all doing this to this lady? Like, she's in a coma. I really thought the lady was in a coma. I really did. Someone out of the blue came out, not the neighbor, this is somebody else, came out and said that she died. She died and that the family was going to try to take over the business, but give them some time so that they could handle her, you know, situation and whatever. But the family is definitely going to handle the business and take over. Some things died down, and people wasn't getting their money back. I kind of knew that they wasn't going to get their money back. This lady is dead. She's not going to give them their money back. And the family, I mean, they got a lot to worry about. I was basically saying, you know, please let the family, you know, go through this. You know, you yourself, if you had to go through something like this, you don't want anybody breathing down your back talking about in order. Like, that's the least of their worries right now. This is an actual post that I did. I actually wrote that post, and I actually said, you know, give her some time to get it together. Like, give them some time to get it together. And I'm pretty sure the family is going to help out. So I'm trying to contact someone from the family. I raised money from those little people who kind of sort of believed it, and I sent it the money. It wasn't a whole lot at all, but I sent it because, this is the unexpected thing that happened. 2-3 more months later, it was about 2-3 more months later, out of the blue, somebody started asking if we wanted to do the yarn dyeing. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do that anymore because it didn't turn out really well. And the person that did it died and owed all this money and whatever. And she was like, no, I have a whole family. I have a business and I have this and I have backup and whatever. I said no, but somebody in my admin said that they'll work with her. So they did. they worked with her. And it was something that caught my eye when I saw her work. So the other lady had like a little trademark. And her trademark was she liked what you call it, like the Greek key. She likes Greek key and she likes Greek stuff. So when she did her logo and everything, it was almost like the Greek key around it and stuff like that. This particular lady had a logo and it had a Greek key on it. It wasn't the same logo as the other lady, but it was very similar. So I kept my eye open. Something ain't right. Something don't look right. I kept my eye on this particular person. And I told the admin at the time, like, something not right. Something not right. It just don't look right. Something not right. This lady just came out of nowhere, ready to take over. Something not right. And she was like, yeah, okay, thanks. I'll keep my eyes open. So like a couple of weeks later, she came back to me and she was like, Shauna, I think you're right. She said she sent the email, and the email that she sent, it was CC. She probably meant to put like blind copy, but instead she CC'd it with the other lady's email in there. Why she did it, I have no idea. I know for a fact it was a mistake, but that mistake is what got her. Because then we found out that it was the same damn person. After all of that, the people came, the FBI on Facebook came looking for that lady, and they found that she was going by a different name, a different email, a different altogether thing, but she was doing the same exact thing. She just did it a little differently. She didn't do the subscription, but she would do dyeing at a certain price. It was a different price than before though. And I just couldn't believe. I'm so naive sometimes though, but I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe at all she would do that. And then somebody asked her, like, how can you fake her death? And she, of course, don't know what we talking about. She claimed she didn't even know the person and whatever, but they found out it was her. And honestly, I really don't know what else came from that, except for a couple of people said they was going to sue her, but I don't think they sued her, because they was going to sue her for like what, $50, $60 worth of merchandise. Just never buy from her again. That's what I was telling them. Like, just never buy from her again. Don't spend all your time and money, because also it is from everything was basically online. Everything was online, so we wasn't exactly sure how to go about doing it or whatever. But man, that was the craziest. I just couldn't understand, why would you fake your goddamn death? You faking your death for what? Because you couldn't complete some damn dyeing yarn. And instead of going back and forth saying that you're in a hospital and all of that, take that time to finish them damn orders. But she didn't do it. She kept those people's money though. I know that for a fact. And she was making so much money. So much money. Because at the time we had like 10,000 people in the group. It was like 8,000, I think, maybe almost 10,000, not exactly, but we had like 8,000 people in that group. And I opted to never have that many people in a group again. I don't want that many people in the group anymore, because that was the most time that I went through the most hell. I went through hell with 10,000 people in the group. And the admins, they come and go. I already know. Admins come and go. There was no moderators at the time. People who you talk to on an everyday basis, sometimes they come and go. Because like I think I mentioned before, there's a shift. There's always a shift. I may talk to a certain person almost every single day or every other day for like a whole year, and then all of a sudden we tend to split. Then it's going to be somebody else who I'm speaking to continuously almost every other day, and then that changes. And this has gone on for almost a whole entire decade. Yeah, almost a whole entire decade, because I do know for a fact that every single time I got close to a person, it's like you don't speak to each other every single day like you used to. And then the days get longer and longer and longer, and so few in between, to the point where you only see that person here and there. And then the person don't even show up on your notifications anymore. And that is exactly what has happened. So the stuff that I went through throughout the years, it is absolutely draining. So draining. But that's how I'm able to tell the stories of the draining crap that I went through. The thing with this particular lady, though, I never really paid too much attention to it, because I personally, like I said, I wasn't affected like how others were. They were affected way more than I was. It's just mind-boggling how some people they tend to take stuff like that serious, but when you have something like a stand on for women rights, or stand on for something else, they don't want to be a part of. So then you have the, what you call them, the know-it-alls, right? Imagine you post something, you post a question, right? You want to know, how can I make a graph look clear with stitch fiddle when I do not want to buy PC Stitch? Now, this was an actual question, not in my group, somebody else's group. How can I use stitch fiddle to make this picture look clear? You gonna have a whole lot of people. You know what? No. Let me look you in your face. Let me come out of this. How do you have someone post that question, right? Post the question. We want to know. When you post a question, you really want to know. And you want to, and personally with me, I want to be able to get different opinions based off of the question, or almost like a poll, because I do this a lot. Almost like a poll, where you want to be able to ask, how can I do this? Because I already know some people are not going to do what others do. So I want variations. I want different answers. So how can you make a picture clearer with stitch fiddle? Because I don't want to buy PC Stitch. In this group, I was tagged. because it's a question that I may know, right? It has something to do with graphing and GraphGANs. So I was tagged by not one, but maybe like 5 people. 138 comments later, there were comments of, all you need to do is change it to C2C. All you need to do is double the stitches. All you need to do is, it's the know-it-alls of Facebook. The know-it-alls. Never did a goddamn GraphGAN, but they know it all. You need to do this. You need to do that. All right. Gail, my crochet sister, she said, Shauna, I tagged you in a group. I said, I know. She said, Shauna, you gonna answer? No. Shauna, do you see those answers? Yeah. You're not gonna answer? No. Well, why are you not gonna answer, Shauna? You know the answer. I'm not answering. Think about it. And if I'm wrong, tell me. What can I possibly do? What can I possibly say if I am going on this group? This person who posted don't know me at all. I say, don't use Stitch Fiddle. She's gonna be like, I just told you. What can I do on Stitch Fiddle? I'm gonna say, don't use it. That's the reason why you can't see the picture. Sometimes you just gotta learn when to shut the hell up. And that's what I do. I get tagged in so many different things, so many different questions, so many people who's asking these questions. And it's not that I don't want to answer it at all. I would love to answer it. But you have the know-it-alls who take over. Then they go, I sent you an inbox. Check your message. Because they don't want you to look at nobody else's. They want you to look at what they're putting. That's what the argument was about. And now and it happened to me a long time ago. And it was a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth situation. And that's why now, when I was tagged, I said, I'm not answering. Because I learned my lesson from that last time. That happened a long time ago. So a long time ago, there was, all right, I'm going to go back. So a long time ago, there was a question asking something similar to that. And I said what I always say is, don't use Stitch Fiddle, because Stitch Fiddle does not have the necessary tools that you need, like this in PC Stitch. If you really want to graph and you really want to make some money, invest. If you don't have the money, put it up. Put that money up. Save. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I've done that. I've gotten $400 a month and had 2 goddamn kids, and I still was able to take care of my kids and still invest in this software. And I didn't have the code that gives you $30 off at the time. I actually paid $50 for this software. So I don't want to hear anyone say I don't have the money. But that's exactly what happened. When she said she didn't have the money, she didn't want to listen to me anymore. That was a dead end situation. So I didn't want to go through that again with someone saying, I don't have the money. If they say they don't have the money in their mind, they're automatically going to keep in their mind, in their head, that they don't have the money. Instead of realizing saying that is only going to prohibit you, because in your mind, you're going to keep saying, I don't have the money. And your actions is going to keep saying, you don't have the money. When in reality, just get it. Just get it. Save that money. Instead of going to the store and buying your goddamn lashes, go ahead and save the money to buy the software so that you can potentially make money that next month. And then you can buy your lashes. You understand? That's just basically how I think. But everybody don't think that way. So I shut the hell up. And I got tired of people tagging me in this goddamn post. I got tired of it. So I I literally put in the post, please do not tag me in here again. I did. I had to, because The lady said she didn't know who I was because somebody said, "Do you know Creative Stitch and Diva?" And she said, "No, I don't know who it is." So being that she didn't know who I was, I figured she's only going to use my answer as a answer from everybody else's. And I was basically going to tell her the same exact thing that she don't want to hear. She don't want anyone to tell her not to use Stitch Fiddle because she wants to use it because it's free. Well, I don't know how to help people who are already putting themselves in a situation like that. She already started putting herself in a situation by asking that question, by even thinking about it. So it's not much that I can do. And again, maybe nobody may not agree with me, but I'm telling you, I watch what I am asked, and I be careful how I answer, if I answer, because I've been there and I've done that with so many people. And I am too beautiful and too blessed to argue with someone over something that I use every damn day and how it's giving me bread and butter. I'm not arguing over it. You don't know me? Okay, that's fine. I left it alone. That's it. I'm not even gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna argue about it. I'm not gonna do none of that. But yeah, some people wanted me to answer her so bad. I don't know why, but they did. They wanted me to answer her so damn bad. And I didn't. I didn't answer her. So because I didn't answer her, some people got mad at me because I didn't answer her, sending me messages, sending me inboxes. Diva, this lady needs your help. She don't want my help. She don't want my help. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So at the end of the day, you know what happened? The person who sent her a message in Messenger is basically the one who told her the information that she wanted to hear, I guess. I don't know. Because not really, because you want to know what? Lo and behold, the lady contacts me 2 days later saying someone told me to contact you because you would be able to help me. I'm like, you know what, you goddamn people. You people are so hilarious. So hilarious. Um, but yeah, that was basically, what the hell did I just do? What the hell did I just do? Okay. I gotta figure out how to do her lips. I'm really, really hot right now. I think this damn thing is getting to me. Eli! Oh, don't, whatever you do, don't tell Gail. Put this in the freezer for me and give me some water from the freezer. That's icy cold. Oh, I'm hot. Lord. Yeah, so yeah, she contacted me and I told her what I would do, but I also, is this icy? There's none in here that's icy? Huh? I can't drink water if it's not icy. But yeah, she contacted me and she said that people told me to contact you because you can help me. And I said, honey, I didn't answer you because someone said that they sent you a message and they inboxed you. And also in your comment, in your post, you mentioned you did not want to deal with anything but Stitch Fiddle. And I'm here to tell you that you already made up your mind on what you wanted to do. So it was only but so much I can say, especially when you had 138 comments of people saying, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. And then the thing about it is, when people put their comments, they're not realizing that it's not always facts. It's not always facts. When you are doing something that you have done once or twice, and you have in your head, Stitch Fiddle works for me. So because Stitch Fiddle works for me, it has to work for everybody else. Not realizing it may not work for everybody else. It may not be that thing for her. It may not be that thing that can get her to that next level. So people are not realizing that when that happens, you may not be helping her. You may just mess it up, made her situation worse, because here you want to be right. And that's why I decided to stay clear from conversations like that, because I'm too pretty to argue over stuff like that, especially from people I don't even know. I'm not going to sit up here and argue over something that I know for a fact. I know the answer because I've been doing it for a goddamn decade now. So I know the answer. I do it every goddamn day, but you have to understand there's so many people out there that want to say I'm right. So because they want to say I'm right, I'm letting them say it. If you want to be right, fine. I'm not gonna argue about it. And yes, I was told, but that's not fair to the person who asked the question. Life ain't fair. I honestly, to be honest with you, I'd rather keep my sanity than to answer this question and get somebody to say, that's not right. I did this before. Because I get that all the time. People do not agree when I say Stitch Fiddle is not a great software. People don't agree with it. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to sit up here and argue with anybody about it either. But that's basically what I go through all the goddamn time. When I say Stitch Fiddle is not a great damn software for people, people really do feel offended because they use it all the time. But I really want to do this, but I don't think I will, because I don't want it to be a problem. But I really, really, really want someone to graph something on Stitch Fiddle, to crochet it. And I do the same exact one, same stitch, same size, same color, same everything, except for I'm doing it on PC Stitch. I really want to do that because I really, really, really want to show the reason why I'm so passionate about not using Stitch Fiddle. I want to show the reason why PC Stitch is beneficial if you want to do it as a business and keep generating money. Then you got the whole written instruction thing. Oh, Stitch Fiddle does written instructions, but you're not going to get a good graph. So what the hell difference does it make if it does written instructions if you got a crappy ass graph? That part I never understood either. Like, I mean, you can only say but so much. It's one chick out there who, I will not say her name, but there's one chick out here who sorta does GraphGans. Kinda sorta. She kind of sort of does graph gans. But they're not cute. But she get a lot of people who love her work. The thing about it is, the people who love it, do they even know? I don't think so. They don't realize that it doesn't look good. So if I was to put my work next to hers, you would see the difference. There's a lot of people are visual. They need to see. Like, I actually had a believer, I made a believer out of someone who did not like when I say stuff about Stitch Fiddle. But I made a believer out of her because I actually when I first started graphing online, I actually was able to show her. And that's when she believed that Stitch Fiddle was not the right one for her. And that was something that I try to do that all the time because I want people to realize Stitch Fiddle is not all what you think it is. It really it really isn't. So I'm not hating on Stitch Fiddle. It just does not help me in my graph ganning at all whatsoever. So it's nothing I can do with it. So I'd rather not even be bothered with it. I have nothing against anyone who use it. I just feel like if you could be better. That's what I want. I want everyone to be better. But you're not some people just don't want to see it. Everything that they do, they're right. So because they're right, it makes no sense to even be bothered. So no, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I just left it alone. And the young lady, I wound up telling her about it and giving her the information, and still to this day she does use PC Stitch. So it actually, I wound up, saving another soul from Stitch Fiddle. But it just mind boggles me on how some people are so passionate over something that they don't know a lot of. And that right there is crazy. Or they know a lot of it because they do it on the regular, but they're just not doing it to the clarity. Now, I stopped saying they are doing it wrong because I created a bunch of monsters. Because I would tell my classes, that they cannot have unconnected lines like these lines right here. These lines right here are unconnected lines. And that is what make your work look choppy. So when your work look choppy, you have to guess what it is. So if you have to put a picture of actually what it is next to it, that's not a great thing to do. So I tend to try to alleviate that and make it so that it looks clear, so you do not have to worry about showing exactly what it is. And let me see. Yeah. And that's where a lot of the problem lies, because no one wants you to tell them that their stuff don't look good. No one wants you to tell them that. So I shut the hell up and I don't say absolutely anything. Nothing at all. I don't want any problems with anyone. So I just shut up. And I say absolutely nothing. But if you want to learn, I'm here. I would definitely help whoever wants to learn. I just don't want to argue with someone over something that I've been doing all these years and nothing but this. I don't do anything but this. So of course I may know a little bit about it. I may know a lot about it, but I'm not going to argue at all whatsoever. Nope, nope, nope. Not going to happen. But yeah, the young lady who does graph gans here and there, Her work is crappy. Sorry, but it is. It's just crappy. It's not cool. It's not good. It's not in my eyes, and obviously not in my sister and my admins, because we actually look at it and laugh about it. Yeah, we talk about it. We talk about work. Who else don't? We do it. I'm human. But I try to do teachable lessons, but some people, because they know it all and they don't need help, they don't want to take the hints. You know how when somebody breath stink and you try to offer them some mints or gum and they don't want to take it? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening with this particular female. She doesn't want to take the hint. Your stuff stink. You need some bubble gum. You need bubble gum, but you won't take the bubble gum. I'm trying to help you, sis, but the thing about it is, who am I? Who am I to tell somebody that their stuff stink? So I learned to shut up. I just learned to shut up. I'm not saying nothing no more. At all. No more. I would love to see a GraphGAN tutorial. These lives should be cut up and published. You really get what you pay for. Speaking things into existence. I'm just waiting to get a Windows computer so I can play with mine. Tongues are known to cash checks. Ha! That was a good one. I think I know who you are talking about. You do? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You might not. You might not know who this person is. Mm, I have no idea. I just know I will not at all say anything else to anybody else. I'm shutting up. I ain't got time. I don't have no time for the shenanigans. So right now, what I am doing is I'm trying to get all light colors merged and fill in all of those unconnected lines, because all of those random dots is what cause your work to look horrible, like the chick I'm talking about. Her work is horrible. If you look at hers, I'm sorry. That is, please, Lord, forgive me. It's hard. I keep trying to tell my admins, don't say it's horrible. That's not great. That's not a good idea. It's not horrible, because everybody think art is very like open. There's no set rule on what this should be or what this should look like. When you crochet something, there's no set rule on how it's supposed to be. So I should not be saying that it looks crappy, because technically it may look crappy to me, but it may look damn good to other people, obviously, because they like it. But what I do is I try to get people to look at it in a different way and to maximize your dollar. Because when you're sitting up here wondering why I'm not getting any customers, it could be because your crap look crappy. It could be. I don't know. I don't know. It could be. Or a lot of non-crocheters don't know, though. So you may be able to get away with it looking crappy because non-crocheters don't know what it's supposed to look like. But if you put my work up against to yours, you may get a rude awakening. And I may be stealing your customer. That's real talk. That's for real, for real. I may just steal your customer. So all of these unconnected lines are just random dots everywhere. And if you ever did a graph with the random dots, That's what this is. And you do not want this. The random dots is what give your picture that kind of sort of blurry look. The look that you see it, but you don't see it. It's like, psh, it just flash. Look, let me tell you something. Abstract art is abstract art. But if you are telling me that is a picture of the Statue of Liberty, and to me it looks like a damn celery stick, that's a difference. That's a huge difference. There's no way in hell you could tell me that that is the Statue of Liberty. No, there's no way. You can't tell me that's the Statue of Liberty. Shut up, Shay Shay. You shut up, Shay Shay. A lot of things that I don't know. That's why I picked the best queen to teach me. Thank you so much. Aw, you're welcome. I don't. So I was just talking to my cousin today, and I was basically saying that I love to keep learning. So I may say that I'm the diva of graph GANs or whatever, but it's still a lot of things that I feel like I need to learn because I really want to take graph GANs to a different level, and I want to be able to do certain things with graph GAN. So I want to keep learning. I want to keep learning and I want to keep experimenting and stuff like that. And that's what I am trying to do. I don't want to sit up here and make it seem like I know everything because I don't. I don't know everything, but I do know how to make a damn graph GAN look good. That I do know. And I do know how I can make that graph GAN look good. But not only am I making the graph GAN look good, I am teaching others how to do it as well. And that's the part that a lot of people don't like. They don't like me teaching something because then they feel like I am like the magician, like I am telling the secrets. Because that means that they can get away with taking your money because I'm telling you how to do it yourself. So they don't want me to do that though. Because if I do that, then that's taking money out of their mouths. You know, the people who you ask, how do you do this? How do you do that? And then they give you like one word answer, or they don't answer you at all, or they act like they didn't see your question. That's because they are doing it, but they don't want you to know because then that means you're not going to need them. Let me tell you something. I'm so good with I'm so good with myself. I'm so blessed. I taught over 1,500 people how to do graphing. And the only reason why I know that is because um I actually was looking at some of those classes where I actually saw the people, and it was a time where I did it online. I didn't do it on Facebook. I did it on another outside source, and it was 1,000 people in that one. So I know I taught over 1,500 people. I know that for a fact. The thing about it is, oh wait, sorry. People don't want you to tell their business because they can very well start selling stuff on their own and use you to buy it. But I am so good in myself, in my skin, that I have no problem at all whatsoever teaching what I know and still be able to have some type of funds. I have no problem with doing it. I love helping others. I love for people to learn something that I taught them. Like, it excites me. It makes me so excited to see others graphing. And I would even buy a graph, especially if it's good. But there's so many people out there that don't want you, they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you get further ahead of them or anything like that. And that bothers me. That bothers me. I don't like that. Okay, so this pillow is almost complete. I just need to add some shenanigans in here. So, oh, wait. I'm sorry. I just got a damn message. I'm sorry. So sorry. I just got a message and it just blew me. But yeah, so just be open. I just say be open for new things to learn. Why not? Why not want to learn new things? Why act like you know everything and you are trying to um you're trying to you're trying to still find yourself, but you're telling everybody else that you know everything. And that right, I don't know everything. I have no idea. But whatever I don't know, I go and find, or I try to make sure that I know before I tell anyone else. And we don't all do that. And that's a problem. That's a problem. We're supposed to all be here for each other. But some people are just for self, and it's okay. It's quite all right if you're just for self. Just keep me out of it. Mm-mm. All right, so now I'm trying to out figure out what else I'm doing. And I think because she's an angel, why not add some wings? I think that would be a great idea to do. $30. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. Just figure out what else am I going to add. But yeah, that's the shenanigans that happens in social media. Social media, you get so sometimes we get so wrapped up with social media, man. It takes over our damn life. Like, you get so hooked up into all of the stuff that happens on Facebook groups and stuff like that. Ugh, I don't have time anymore. Because I used to be so caught up in all of that crap. And then it got to the point where I'm like, leave me alone. Don't send me that crap. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. There is such a delay in this damn video. I don't know why. It is such a delay. It is 8:54, and there is a ice cream truck outside. I feel some type of way. I don't even know, are you guys able to even see this? Because it's not showing. Yeah, you can. Never mind. Mm-mm. You've been seeing it more and more. I don't know what's been going on. Because I really haven't been on social media much lately. So I really try to just stay away from the shenanigans, but I don't know. It's unbelievable sometimes when you see certain things and it's like, are you serious? Like, really? Vaughn, you asking me, am I okay? I'm fine. You talking to me? I'm okay. I don't know if that was for me or not, but I'm fine. Yes, and yeah, I would be concerned too. Yes, there definitely is an ice cream truck out there. I'm surprised if you heard it or not. You should, because it was loud as I don't know what. It's an ice cream truck outside. Um, yeah, but I'm in Jersey City, so nothing surprises me. I wish I could put music on, but um you can't do that because then they start muting your videos. You can see what I'm doing, but you just can't hear it. So this is the reason why I hate doing pillows. And so many of you are asking for the pillow size because it's so small that you can only put so much there. It's like you want all this detail, but you can't. If you want a good, see, that's the reason why everybody's stuff is looking crazy and choppy and you don't know what it is, and you got to put a picture up next to it just to see what it is, because everyone wants such detailed work in such a small area. And when that happens, you lose a lot of the vital detail that you need. So because you're losing that vital detail, nobody don't know what the hell it is. They're not going to know what it is because of the vital detail. So I would just say be careful with all of the detail that you want in such a small area, because it makes your stuff look choppy, and you don't want that. You don't want your stuff looking choppy. Let me see. Let me see if that's all I'm gonna add to it. My facial expression changed. My face expressions always change. Vaughn, every time somebody looking at my face, they always like, "What's wrong? What's the matter?" Nothing. Lie. Nothing is wrong with me. Probably because I'm thinking. As when I graph, I'm always thinking, what can I add, or what can I delete, or what can I put together. Eli, I'm always thinking as I graph. I'm thinking, what can I make? What can I? Eli, always, always, always. Put this in the freezer and give me water that's damn near like almost frozen. I gotta have frozen water. Thank you. This is not. Do somebody want that kid? Mm-mm. So what are you guys crocheting? Anything good? I am halfway mark on the baby blanket that I started. Halfway. So even by me doing this, there's unconnected lines. So I have to fill them in so that when it's crocheted, it does not look choppy. So imagine having a long leg. Say like if you are about to crochet somebody's leg, and the person who did the graph did a horrible job and have a whole lot of unconnected lines. That is going to show up in your work. It has absolutely nothing to do with you and all about that graph. Because when it shows up like the leg is disappearing and reappearing and disappearing and reappearing. That's what it shows up as. So if you ever looked at your work and you be like, I'm messing up, like it's not coming out right, it looks like it's appearing and disappearing, it's not you, it's the graph. So that's why you always got to make sure you get a good graph and make sure that it has no unconnected lines. I'm not gonna lie, like every now and then I do have unconnected lines because I'm human. But majority of it will not, it will look good and it will look exactly like it's supposed to look. Angela, just waiting for your graphs. Well, you're on the list like everybody else. I'm just waiting for my my time to finish them, because that damn that live, I'm always I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What the hell am I saying? I don't know. I think Angela, you saying that kind of like made me mad. You saying that. That's not right. Waiting for your graphs. Do you know how many days a week I'm not even doing my orders. I'm actually making everybody else's graphs. It takes a lot of time to do this. But what we did do was, for those who needed like a rush, we are giving them the opportunity to if you needed a rush, you pay like an extra couple of dollars. But this right here is you see how long I'm taking just to do this? It's a lot of time. A lot of time, honey. A lot of time. Okay. I think I don't think I would use red. I am so bad with colors. It's a shame. I am so bad with colors. I need to make sure that colors look good, because the graph is not going to look good if the colors are not good. A pocket shawl and a king size blanket. King size? What? Oh man. A thermal blanket. I don't know what a thermal blanket is. What's a thermal blanket? Um Oh, Angela, I know you wasn't trying to be mean. You know what it is? I apologize. Because it's not you. It's people who say stuff like that all the time. Even though you was not in a wasn't saying it in a derogatory way. I received it in I received it in a bad way, because I get so many messages, and the messages that I'm getting is not all great messages. So it's like, are you serious? I'm doing this all freaking day. That's all I'm doing is grabbing. Like, oh my God. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I swear, like, people will send you the craziest messages. And the messages that I get is like, are you serious? Oh, I didn't get my graph. I'm waiting for my graph. But you just put it in. Like, do you not see that list? Like, oh my God. But you know what? I know it wasn't meant to be derogatory. I took it that way because I took it as if somebody was saying it to me and said it with attitude, because that's what I've been getting lately. So the day that I was sick, I actually went to the hospital last week. I went to the hospital. When I said I wasn't feeling well, I wasn't feeling well. Like, really, really, really bad. Do you know somebody actually said, are you finished my graph? I said, I'm currently not feeling well. I just got back from the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry, but did you what she say? Oh, I'm sorry, but I have an order and my order is time consuming. And I just clearly told her I cannot do your graph. I cannot do your graph because you just bypassed everything I just said. Because Shay and everybody else can tell you, I bought the freaking laptop to the freaking hospital. That's how crazy I am when I am working. I try to do my work, and I try to um make sure that all my work is done, and then I do it in a timely manner. And I'm in the hospital graphing. And then the first thing I see is this damn message saying, I'm sorry to hear that, but I got an order, and this person is not going to want to hear that. So I had to send her a message. I'm sorry that you do not understand that I'm in the hospital with this laptop trying to do your damn graph. But as of right now, yeah, I'm not going to do it. And so I did. I don't even know if she even following me anymore. I have no idea. I don't care. But you have a lot of people who say to me all the damn time, Shauna, your health, your health, your health, your health. But the first will be the first one to say, where's my graph? Or where's this? Or where's that? So I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it for so damn long. I'm so used to it now. I'm so used to it. So I automatically just took it a different way, and I apologize. I shouldn't have. Yeah, I'm in the damn hospital with a goddamn laptop. And you telling me, I'm sorry to hear that, but my customer don't want to hear that you got a laptop in the hospital. Like, yo, wow. It is okay, lady. Okay. You know what? I'm saying a lot of bad stuff that happened. There's a lot of great things that happened. A lot. It's a lot of great things that happened. The past couple of years, there's some bad things, some crazy things, some fun things, some unbelievable things, but there have been some great things that happened. Okay, I'm done. I have to do a matching blanket. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the blanket the same way or if I want to do it a little different. So this is the pillow. Something just happened outside, so if you hear a whole lot of craziness going on, that's Jersey City for you. Sorry. Something just happened. I hear it outside. Yeah, the helicopter. Something really happened. Something just happened. These helicopters. Did you hear something that happened outside? There's helicopters up outside. Yeah, something happened. I don't know what, but that's the story of my life living in Jersey City. Okay, so that is the pillow. Now I need the blanket. Mm, 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 mm. So let me see. Maybe I should make it different. Maybe I should make it girly. I need to find a Halloween costume. I was invited to a Halloween party. I don't know what to wear. Okay. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Their problem is not my concern. No, no, no. Absolutely not. Not at all. Justice for this beauty. Um, okay. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out what else am I doing? Do anybody have a Panda Express by them? Panda Express, the Chinese food. My hand's swollen. I had some Panda Express today, and I was not happy. I'm usually happy, but I wasn't happy today. So mad. It's not fair. You know how when you have your heart and your mind set on something and then it don't turn out the way you needed it to turn out? So mad, man. And they messed up my order. So mad. Um, no, not that, not that, not that. I'm looking for something in particular that will bring this out on the blanket, and I'm trying to come up with something, and my mind is not taking me there because I should have never drunk this damn drink. I should have listened to Gail. So my mind is playing tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. My mind is playing tricks on me. Jeez. Oh, I will never do it again. I think I said that like 10 damn times and still do it. But like I said, I mixed it with something, so I'm not understanding. Because I'm not really a drinker, so I thought I mixed more than enough, but maybe not. The I was so mad because I wanted the orange chicken and the chow mein. Man, so mad. Did me so wrong, especially when you order from DoorDash, because you gotta pay all those damn fees and stuff. And then what I don't like about DoorDash and Uber Eats and Postmates and all of that stuff is the fact that the prices there is way more than the prices is when you go there. So that's what makes me so upset. But of course I can't go there. So I needed to order it. So mad. So mad. Because it really wasn't worth all that damn extra money. It wasn't worth it at all. Is anybody else playing the football fantasy? Because I have we're gonna start giving out the graphs tomorrow for the football fantasy. And if you join, you just won't if you join now, you won't be able to get graphs for the past week, but you could get the graphs for the upcoming ones. If the game didn't start, you could definitely get graphs for it. I'm looking for something in my stash and I can't find it. That's what's making me so mad. I can't find what I'm looking for. Daggone it. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna make it the same. I'm just gonna change one or two things, that's all. But I'm gonna make it the same. I just want to make sure that it's not a lot of dead space, because when you have a lot of dead space, it don't look good. That dead space is what kills a lot of people too. But I don't know nothing. I only did it for almost a decade. All right. Let me finish this up so that we can depart. Because I know you guys have a Saturday night without the diva. So the graphs that so last year I did a lot of individual team graphs, but this year we're not doing all of that. That was just too much unnecessary work. Too much. So everybody, but I think that the graphs that you get will be banging. Like I don't do bad graphs. I don't do bad graphs. So whatever you get, you're gonna love and you're gonna want to do it. All right, let's finish her up. Copy and paste. Period. 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 Let's see. 150. What? Hi. What's the matter? Huh? No, not yet. Almost. Somebody's I saw this. This is saying that this is her actual signature, but I'm not sure if it is or not. So let me get rid of all of these unnecessary colors. I can't believe the kids are out here this time of night. Kids outside making all these daggone noise. That's why the ice cream truck keeps coming around here, because they know these kids will be out there. I can't see. I'm not sure if this is her actual signature or not, but I thought it would be cute to add it. So I'm just cleaning up some of the unconnected lines, because when you crochet it, it will look choppy. And we don't want that. We already crack on people who got choppy stuff. We don't want you to have choppy stuff, because then my admins and I are going to laugh at you. My admins and I laugh at people. Only the ones that don't want to listen, not the ones that are actually learning or want to learn. No, we don't laugh at people like that. We laugh when you say you don't need help because you know it all. That's what we laugh at. Ooh, there's a cat out there. Ooh, it is mad. I got the windows open. I need to close my window next time I do a daggone live, because this is ridiculous. All this stuff is happening out there. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. and save it. Save it. I'm saving it. I'm getting the PDF for it, and I will post it in the group. Copy and paste. Okay, I am done. That is it. I am going to give this to the admins, and I will give it away. Let me make the PDF version, and I am going to get rid of it. Breonna Taylor. Hello. Oh, I think I did this. Oh, there it is. So that is it. To join the fantasy football is in GraphGans and the Restless. If you go to GraphGans and the Restless group, you will see the event. Go into the event and you can sign up. The sign-in sheet is there. It's $10 to get into the group. And you get, every time your team wins, you get a graph. If your team lose, you don't get a graph. So it's like, even if you are not a football fan, it's like a win-win because you're getting way more than $10 worth of graphs. Even if you have a suck-ass team, you're still gonna get at least 3 graphs. Like, I do know some teams that only won one time during the whole season, or maybe twice, but I am going to say I hope that at least the suck teams will win at least 3 times, because that means you're getting way more than your money. So it's 12, not 12, it's 17 weeks. So during the 17 weeks, or is it 17 or 15 or something like that? During those weeks, you're gonna get, that means you're getting almost 15 to 17 graphs. That's if your team wins all of them. But let's just say you get 8 wins. That's 8 graphs for $10. So $10, go into the fantasy football, sign up. It gives you the information when you sign up. Then you give us your email and everything. No one can see your information. And we take that and we're going to send your graphs to the email that you provided on there. And then that's it. That's it. That's basically how we do that. How we do the football fantasy thingy. The football fantasy, we did it last year, but we did it a little bit different. But this year, you should be able to rack up. And then at the end, you win a gift card. Like the one who did the, what is it? The Super Bowl. So the 2 that do the Super Bowl, the 2 that's in the Super Bowl, you get graphs, but it's something else you get. And then the one is gonna be the actual one that wins the Super Bowl. Everybody who is under that, their name get put into a hat for a gift card. So for $10, I think that's pretty good. So if you want to sign up, go ahead, Grafkins and the Restless, and sign up. $10. It doesn't. Um. So if you don't sign up for this week and you sign up for next week, then that means you don't get, if your team won this week, you don't get anything this week. You're gonna get it next week. So I still think that a good it's a good investment. $10. That's it. And you guys have a great night. My hands are swollen. That's why I keep doing this. They're swollen. That's what happens when you have RA. They're swollen. They're red too. My hands are red and swollen. My feet get like that too. My hands and my feet. When I wake up in the morning, both my hands and my feet are always swollen when I wake up. That's what RA. I've been sitting here since 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So maybe that's why. I mean, I've gotten up and stuff like that, but yeah. So right now, I just got to find out how I'm gonna put this light bulb in my bedroom because the light went out, and it's just me and the little boy, 11-year-old. So we got to find out how we're doing this. But you guys have a good night, and I am going to put the graphs in